So if people circling don't have the skills, and because they don't have the skills, they're stuck in fear. How does your book help them, have the skills? I mean, what do you go into?
Well, you go through step by step, first of all, and it's a very much a book that also has an application guide in it. You don't have to buy a separate book for an application guide.
Is that your inner teacher coming out?
It's my inner teacher, my inner educator. I've been teaching a long time, actually. So, but I feel it's important for application. A lot of people read and never apply it. And I mean, you can write in the book. You should do that. Really looking at your position first. And we go through something called the Haffer's tool. And this is very similar to a soundboard. I mean, I have a big background in music and it has all those steps with your health, your attitude, your finances. You're going to go through those steps and evaluate them personally, very simply, but personally, and see where you are in that sort of situation with all of, because sometimes you think, now there's a little something wrong, but I can't define what's holding me back.
And the Haffer tool will help you define what's holding you back?
That will help, but it will help you evaluate, at least where you're at. And then to get, the second step is perspective, and getting the perspective you need. And that can come from a number of different sources. It doesn't have to come from a professional coach. It can come from, a sounding board with a group of colleagues and friends that you really trust and that know you. So beginning that sort of perspective you need, and then defining the purpose and really, why would you want to do something else? What would you want to do? And that is that last step. And that's usually driven by your core values. And I put a whole extra chapter in the book because I felt like a lot of people have not spent time, at least recently, with really evaluating their core values. They say, oh yeah, I know what I'm about. But have you stopped to really think? And we went through really defining those in a couple of buckets there of really specific on core values, and that will help to drive your purpose. And so hopefully you would get a lot more clarity throughout the book and doing all of those exercises.